emergency room.
In healthcare, data can create a sea of chaos with endless records and reports. But with Clarity, we help you bridge the gap between data and decisions. Through AI-driven analytics and insights, backed by over 40 years of industry expertise, we empower you to clearly move forward with confidence.
Can we help you?
Oh, hi, I'm Amy. I live next door.
Okay, why are you here?
I just came by to tell you about a new puzzle game, Royal Kingdom. It's so great. I've been playing it on my phone, and it's an awesome way to relax. And so I'm just going door to door, spreading the word.
Okay, well, we just got an alert that there was someone by our front door. We're at work.
Yeah, work is so important. You know what else is important? This game. No ads, free to download.
Okay, so are you going to be moving on?
Well, could I stay here for a little while? You have better Wi-Fi than we do.
Okay.
Kidding. I'm just kidding. You don't even need Wi-Fi to play Royal Kingdom. Isn't that amazing? People should really know about
Okay,
this.
great. We'll check it out, but can you please get off our property?
1 second. You have some packages here. Do you want me to open them?
No, not at all. In fact, we called the police.
Oh, that's a good idea. They should know about this too. I'll wait here for them. Oh, hey, Jody. Can I talk to you about a really fun game? Jody, congratulations on your baby, by the way.
Which will then be using the hospital lab. Then years later, done in a primary care doc's office, which may use one of the major lab companies, and then again in a rheumatologist or other specialist office. Now, I have often faced questions, and to be honest, a little anger from people confused and frustrated that a positive ANA result from a few years ago is not being given enough attention by their current doctor. It's tough because two things are true. The presence of an ANA can come and go over time, both in those with and without autoimmune disease. And two, the way the test is actually conducted in the lab can influence if the result is positive or negative. This is why we still rely so heavily on your symptoms and other lab tests. So now that that's out of the way, let's get into what you really came here to learn, which is what does the pattern that is reported with your ANA result mean? So when your ANA is done via immunofluorescence, or IFA, which, by the way, is considered the gold standard method of checking an ANA, it is reported back as a titer and a pattern. It is not simply a positive or negative, and it is not simply a number. Now, the titer can be reported as 1 to 80 or 1 to 1280 and everything in between.
Hello.
Now, usually, the
How's
higher
everybody
the
doing?
titer, the more suspicious for
Please like,
actually
comment, and
indicating
subscribe,
autoimmunity.
guys.
But this is highly variable. So take that statement with a
Hello,
grain of salt. The
Remen.
pattern that is reported is based on what the cells look like under a microscope after a special dye has been applied. As of this recording, 29 different patterns.
How are y'all
have
doing
been
today?
identified, but honestly,
Please like,
there are
comment, and
only about
subscribe. My
5 or
name is
6
Sharon.
that
I'm
are commonly reported.
37.
Now, just
I'll be
besides
38
this,
next
even the
month.
reporting of the patterns has variability, as this is mainly done by humans. But
Please feel free to
just
send a
like the
super
changes,
chat.
AI solutions can identify patterns with more consistency. Also, keep in mind that the identification of the 29 patterns and what conditions they are associated with is new. The International Consensus of ANA Patterns, or ICAP, has only recently structured their findings.
Do I
and it
drink?
takes a while
No, I
for
don't drink.
information like this to go from a paper to actual practice. All right, so homogeneous. Now, the homogeneous pattern can also be called nuclear homogeneous, and it's called this because when the dye is applied, it spreads out homogenously over the entire nucleus. Now, this can be associated with lupus.
I have to take
autoimmune
medicine. I can't
hepatitis,
drink.
Which is liver inflammation due to autoimmunity, or juvenile idiopathic arthritis, which is an RA-like condition that can happen in kids. Now, lupus, autoimmune hepatitis, and JIA are very different conditions. So when this result comes, the next step is about determining which of those conditions I'm most concerned about, and then chasing that one with more questions and more tests. The next pattern is speckled. Now, the new nomenclature now separates out different types of speckled into nuclear large coarse speckled, nuclear fine speckled, nuclear dense fine speckled. I'm going to hold on the nuclear dense fine speckled as that one is.
Hello, Layla Jet.
But nuclear fine
Do you
speckled
drink,
and nuclear
Amanda?
coarse large speckled.
No, I'm divorced.
Sjogren's, dermatomyositis, and scleroderma. Again, these are all very different conditions, and the next step of questioning and testing is really reliant on what any particular person's symptoms are. Now, a word on dense spine spring. I wanted to highlight this because we are more and more recognizing
How's everybody
that
doing?
this staining pattern has a negative association with autoimmune conditions, meaning the presence of this pattern points
Thank you.
against
And I try to
the
be a good
presence of
person.
autoimmune conditions. Now, to be fair, this statement is only true if the staining is due to an autoantibody against
I would take this shirt off my back and give it to somebody.
Not every lab will run. Now, it is not uncommon for a rheumatologist to get a consult for someone with a positive ANA, and the pattern is dense spine speckled. This will automatically lower the concern for something like lupus, but of course, as we always say, it still depends on your symptoms. I wanted to pay special attention to this pattern to point out two things. One, a positive ANA result does not automatically diagnose anyone with anything. And two, our body is always making autoantibodies, and simply finding the presence of an autoantibody in the lab test does not mean there's disease. The next pattern is central. Now, this staining pattern is strongly correlated with the presence of an anti-centromere antibody, which is a whole different antibody test in and of itself. And it's associated with the development of a condition called limited scleroderma, or CREST syndrome. Now, CREST syndrome is very different than lupus, and will put someone on a different path if this is what the diagnosis is. Then finally, we have the cytoplasmic pattern. Now, this is now understood to be a variety of different staining patterns that we used to put under one umbrella that we call cytoplasmic. For those observant biology lovers, you may be confused. I thought ANA stood for anti-nuclear antibody, meaning this test was looking for antibodies against stuff in the cell's nucleus, not the cytoplasm. Okay, now remember, our cells have lots of different parts. The nucleus, which is the heart and brain of the cell, and then the cytoplasm, which is like, the goo.
Picked all my pins up.
Please not use the column cytoplasm goo.
When a mom bleeds too much after giving birth, it's a race against time to treat her. For too long, too many moms in Kenya are dying from excessive bleeding. If we could diagnose the problem faster, we could beat the clock. That's the best time yet. Hapo sawa. This is the story of how a simple tool saves time and moms. Heads up, expectant mom arriving.
Watoto wanalala.
Sorry.
Postpartum hemorrhage is a total disaster. It's a big problem in Kenya. We wanted to
Hello
achieve
guys, how are
infection
y'all
and
doing?
preventable maternal death.
Turns out a simple tool was the answer.
If y'all are
In
under
this
15, then y'all need to leave the
Zahida
chat.
and colleagues tested a plastic draped that collects blood and makes it easier to tell if a mom's bleeding is getting
Thanks.
critical.
Now we start treating mothers within 15 minutes. We used to use our eyes to estimate the blood loss, but now we have the drips to help us.
Where's everybody from?
Then we have better outcomes for our mothers. I think that was the game changer. It makes that difference.
Looking at the results, we had a staggering 60% reduction in excessive bleeding.
A 60% reduction? That's amazing. Amazing.
We empowered the healthcare workers to accurately diagnose excessive bleeding.
Okay, that definitely deserves some thumbs
I'm
up.
from
Now
Oklahoma.
let's go save some moms.
We are more committed. We are more prepared. We almost say, come baby cow. We are ready for you.
Led by His Excellency, Makueni County was the first to pilot these trials.
The people of Makueni are very resilient. They will offend us saying that Makueni will pilot anything, including piloting. Can I start again? We have not had any cases of death for the last 2 years.
Did you just say 2 years? What?
We've had none.
Sawa sawa. Following Makueni's success, the Ministry of Health started calling for locally manufactured drapes. Kenya opened up its first drape factory with plans to make 4 million drapes per year.
This is not about profit, but for us is to ensure that there is enough drapes for every mother.
And that's just the beginning.
What's
Making
everyone
the
up
nation's
to? What
drapes
time is it where you
accessible
live?
could save 6.4 million lives by 2040, giving moms everywhere peace of mind.
When I had excessive bleeding, I was really afraid. When the midwife told me not to worry, I felt now I'm in safe hands.
We've done a lot for postpartum hemorrhage. Finally, we've seen a difference. We've seen women no longer afraid of coming to birth.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because of the
Whatever.
PPH. It's really gratifying.
I ain't doing nothing wrong,
Story
so.
of how a simple clip saves time and lives. The Gates Foundation.
I put my
Partners of human potential.
tablet on the charger.
What is up, Daddy Gang? It is your founding father, Alex Cooper. We call her Daddy.
We call her
Gwyneth
Daddy.
Paltrow, welcome to Call Her Daddy. I am so happy you're here. How is it feeling? How are the vibes? Vibes are a triple class.
Hold on, guys. Let me turn this down.
People, the colors, it's very see-through.
Oh, well, I don't care.
Because I know you're very into like home design.
I gotta
yourself.
respray again.
How would you describe your style?
They ain't gonna hurt
I
me.
always like a traditional frame. So, you know, like
Yes, my
walls,
house has roaches.
fixtures, floors.
Sorry.
I feel like there's some history and
I
some
have
provenance
spray to
with it.
spray.
I think I would gravitate towards a house where like the bones are more traditional. But I like I always want I actually
I'm
designed,
here.
like, the pink color in this room is the exact color that I have in my closet. And so I wanted it to feel like we were kind of at my house, but I wanted to bring a little bit of me to the studio, which is very fun. This wall color is very similar to our group office color. Right? Yes. You don't want like a hot pink. Like I need to get away from the hot pink because like I feel like I'm a little hot topic-y. I'm a little college still. Like I have elevated a little.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear birthday person. Happy birthday to you. I don't know yet. I don't have a car, so I have to just wait for people to take me places. I know I need to pay my P.O. box. And I'm trying to get something together before 5K for a giveaway. Today at around 9, we'll head to Oklahoma City, or 10, I don't know. We're going to see a movie today. I can't stop. So baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover that I know you can't afford. Bite that tattoo on your shoulder. Pull the sheets right off the corner of that mattress that you stole from your roommate back in Boulder. We ain't never getting older. Excuse me.
Kind of on this really fast track, and it all kind of happened so quickly, which is what I think you're alluding to. And then for somebody like me who, you know, I think I was working through a lot.
Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing? I'm Sharon. I'm 37. I'm from Oklahoma. And I'm an empty nester.
Identity crisis, because if you win the biggest prize, like, what are you supposed to do and where are you supposed to go? It was hard, like the amount of attention that you receive on a night.
There's a frog that got in my house last night. I wonder where it went.
And frankly, really unhealthy. I was like, this is crazy. Like, I don't know.
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
I don't know which way is up. And
So I think it was a lot. And then I also, not that I would give it back or anything, like it was an amazing experience, but it kind of called a lot of things into question for me. And then I think because I hadn't done a lot of healing work yet, I was like, well, now I need to, what am I going to do? How am I going to continue to?
We were 3 little girls from school. One was pretty, one was smart, and one was a borderline fool. Hello. Good to see you too. Feel free to send a super chat, guys. Slip, David. The smart one used her head. She made her fortune. And me, I crossed the border every chance I get.
I grew up in a generation where
we were the girls of the 50s. Stone rock and rollers in the 60s, and more than names got changed as the 70s slipped on by. I listen to all genres: English, Spanish, rap, rock, pop, rock and roll, reggaeton, cumbias, mariachi, everything. I listen to it all. Preferably country. Educated, got liberated. There's complicated matters with men. She said I do, and we signed I don't, and we swore we never do that. Yes, bachata, merengue. My favorite country song is Rockin' Chair by George Jones. You can rock and I got my senses. I never let them down. When it comes to love, I keep my senses. I don't get wrapped around. 'Cause shivered once, you broke into my soul. The damage is done now. I'm out of control. How did you get to me? No one else on it would ever hurt me. Break my heart the way that you do. No one else on it was ever worth it. No one could love me like, no one could love me like you.
I was 26, like I cried, and people were so mean about it, and I just thought like, wow, there's this big energy shift.
And yeah, me want to, anytime you want to. You're burning me around. I can't deny you, even when I kept you, even though we got around.
Like Apple just walked in and just like, Mom, look, I'm wearing your shirt from the night. It's like everything is making comebacks. But the one thing,
your love is killing me, and it ain't over yet. How did you get to me?
I have to say it. I agree.
Good night, Cassidy.
Because you guys were like the hottest couple. Okay.
No one else on it was ever worth it. No one could love me like, no one could love me like you.
And I had seen him in Thelma and Louise and like whatever the other movies he had been in. So obviously everyone knew he was like the most gorgeous movie star in America. And I got this little part in 7, and I was so excited to meet him and Morgan Freeman, who I had like grown up adoring.
But once you broke into my soul, the damage is done now. I'm out of control.
Major love at first sight. It was crazy.
I thought so. The fact that you get to be like, I had love.
Break my heart the way that you do. No one else on it
got engaged. Yes. To Brad.
Thank
How did
you.
you propose and how did you initially?
My grandma gave it to me.
Proposing?
Well, we went out for, we had been going out for like I felt like a long time, and I was like ready to get married, and I was like ready. And we were in Argentina. He was filming a movie down there, and I had gone down there for most of it, and was like making dinner and hanging out with him. And one night we were kind of on the balcony of this house we were renting in this little town in Argentina. And I wish I remembered exactly what he said, but he proposed. It was fantastic.
And were you surprised, or did you know this was coming? Did you guys talk about it?
We had talked about it, but I was surprised.
I have a crucifix too.
And how old were you at this point?
I must have been 24.
So I know I've read that you ended the engagement with Brad because you were like, I was too young, I was not ready to get married. And I feel like when you are in love, I don't care what age.
Watching the chickens peck the ground.
You don't see big picture.
There ain't a whole lot going on tonight in this one horse town.
Well,
Over yonder, coming up the road, in a beat of Chevy truck.
In a lot of ways,
Her boyfriend Tommy is laying on the horn, smashing through the mud and the muck.
And I had such a pleasing issue. Like, I didn't even really understand how to...
Buenas noches. I'm wide awake now.
Like, for what was right for me. I was always trying to adjudicate, like, what's right for everybody else.
Please feel free to send a super chat, guys.
This sort of thermostat in the room, like, oh, it's getting a little uncomfortable. Like, let me cool it down.
It's 2:50 a.m. actually.
And always sort of outsourcing that and not really.
I believe I woke up at
like the dignity of
2:30.
Close to myself, and
Katie and Tommy at the drive-in movies, parked in the very last row.
more so than a lot of.
There ain't gonna know to one another. Do you even care about the show? Here right outside the Tasty Freeze, Tommy slipped something on her hand. He said my high school ring gon' have to do till I can buy a wedding band. Here Daddy says.
Like, I'm too young, like I can't do this?
No, it was like there were sort of a number of things that had happened, and also he was 9 years older than I am. I guess he's still 9 years older than me. And so he was like far
She's
more,
so cute.
He was like ready to do it, and I was kind of all over
She's
the place.
asleep.
And so it was really like one of those difficult things where I felt like, oh my God, I'm not only am I not ready, but I'm not like living up to the standards again. It was like a familiar refrain that I felt about myself.
When you think,
I don't know. I don't go to taverns.
like, what questions do you think people should be asking themselves if they're wondering, like, am I ready to?
I really don't know. I don't go. I don't drink, so I don't know.
Maybe I am. Like, how will I know? Like, do you have any advice?
Better get on up to your room while me and Junior have a talk. Mama breaks in, says don't lose your temper. It wasn't very long ago when you yourself was just a hay-seeding plowboy who didn't have a rotor hoe. My daddy said you wasn't worth a lick. When it came to brains, he got the short end of the stick. But he was wrong, and I knew you are too. Katie looks at Tommy like he used to look at you. She's in love with the boy. She's gonna marry that boy someday. Yeah, it's almost 3 o'clock. Please like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Feel free to send me a super chat. Ask anything you want on a super chat. Picture in a magazine. You're the hardest working woman I've ever seen. If we weren't sinking in a river of death. Hello, everybody. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Feel free to send a super chat if you like the content. Thank you. She's asleep. She's old. She's very old. She's not so much a pup anymore. She's 17 almost. Yeah, she's gonna stay asleep. Look how her paw is. Isn't she so cute? She snores. I'll call in sick and I'll be telling the truth. Cause I'm sick and tired of maltreating you. Thank you. Hi. How's everybody doing? $37. I'm 37 years old. Feel free to send a super chat, guys. Hi, Big Steps. How are you? Getting some advice. Yeah, to your baby, you better think twice. Love don't come easy. Love ain't blind. Got to show her you love her morning and night. Be there for her. Make things right. Make her believe there ain't a doubt in her mind. You're 8? You're seriously 8 years old? You need to get out of here. Hi. Yes, 37. You're 29. Cool. Don't make her cry. Be her granted. Don't tell her a lie. Make her believe. Hello, how's everybody doing? Larry Rodriguez, you're 88. I don't think an 88-year-old would be on here. And definitely not a 1,009-year-old. I'll delete anyone who says they're under a certain age, so feel free to keep saying your age is like that. You're 8? Okay, bye. They weren't old. They were really young, and I kicked them out of the chat. Yep, I kicked them out of the chat, and I made clothes out of regular items. How old are you, Coyote? But I never did. I'm not a grandma. Georgios Aquiles. I'm not a freaking grandma. I'm 37 years old. No, I'm not. How old are you? You have no subscribers. And you just like annoying people, don't you? Blech. Excuse me. Middle of it all. Don't worry about things that I can't change. Laugh it up, because in a few years you're going to be 37 just like me, and then you're going to be old as fuck. Money can buy. Just wait until you're my age, and then you'll see. You won't be calling people grandma or grandpa at that age. The things I dearly love, and every night I get on my knees and thank the Lord above. I don't have to think about tomorrow. I don't need anything money can buy. I used to be almost 300 pounds, and I'm now 176. Do not come at me and say I'm fat. Do not. Oh. Yes, it's 3:01 a.m. Troops. Thank you, troops. I brought flowers to your door last night. I done you wrong and I wanna make it right. How are y'all doing today? My name is Sharon. I'm 37. I'm from Oklahoma. Please feel free to send a super chat. Ask me anything you want to know. If it's too personal, then I will not answer it, but you can send me any question you want and I will answer. And an old bottle of wine. If I really could have hung the moon, change your mind. If I could cry a little harder and get a little less sleep at night. Hi, Willie. change your mind.
Okay. You also dated and married Chris Martin, one of the biggest musicians in the world. Yeah. Shout out. Shout him out. You're gonna do a little what last name, okay? Suck, Mary, Kill. Brad Pitt, Ben Affleck, and Chris Martin. Wow. Obviously, I married Chris Martin. That's an easy relationship for the love of my life. I would do that all again. Wow, but or it's not honestly. It's like put to the wayside. Okay, like stop one more time. I think and then
I didn't see that. I don't know what it was, so hopefully it was not anything bad. If I could cry a little harder. I'm a big fan. Please read my comment. Change your mind, baby. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Memories old. You know. My name is Sharon. I'm from Oklahoma, and I'm just here to meet new friends. She could be if she ever still thinks about me. Yes, we can be friends. How old are you? She closes her eyes and she smiles, just as if she ever still thinks about me. Said every once in a while, every once in a while. once in a while. Are you turning 15 today? I don't know. The water makes my body hurt really, really bad because it's so cold. She closes her eyes and she smiles. I'm not going swimming today because we're going somewhere else. Every once in a while. Every once in a while. So you can just say 15 because it's today. You're already 15 then. Tired to hide the faded denim clothes she wore. I never, inside his waterfall. I felt like a peasant, a just met a queen. Ask her what's a woman like you doing here. I probably would be it. And he got me figured out that I'm not. I'm going out of town to go to the grocery store. Mexican store. I'm used to wearing pearls. I know it's been being just a good old boy's girl. I was a crystal. Tight fitting jeans. I'm at my house. Oh, damn. Tight fitting jeans. My mind, she's still a lady. That's all I'm gonna say.
They're all married to like their college sweetheart. Like no one, I wasn't around to like. I just felt like it was such a failure, and even contemplating us not being together.
Well, she's stuck in her world, and I'm still stuck in mine.
Me, and it was so hard. And then, you know, I really wanted something very different to what he wanted, and I felt very
what?
Kind of lonely in the marriage in a lot of ways, and I just finally got to the point where I thought, like, you know,
I do not have 9 legs. I have 2 legs and 2 arms, 2 hands, and 5 fingers, and 10 fingers and 10 toes.
Right after I turned, you know, it was kind of around. It was sort of like around 38 that I started to sense that the marriage wasn't going to last, and then I tried really hard for another couple of years. But you know, I say this all the time because it's true. You get this software upgrade when you turn 40.
Will you leave me?
You just get an upgrade. Like
I won't buy
your software is fucking up.
and I won't ever take it
Wow,
back.
this is bizarre. Like, I don't care what anybody thinks of me. Like, I like myself. Like, you click into this thing, and that happens again when you're 50, by the way. And it feels like you feel whole. And
that's funny. Thank you. Arizona. From my front porch, you can see the sea. I got some oceanfront property in Arizona.
I love
thank you for sharing, because I don't even.
I have 8
no matter
likes.
where you're at in your life, I do feel like it kind of goes back to what you said. Like,
Last Monday morning, you left with no warning. I started going insane. I had to tell the Del Rio take this. Hello, overload on my brain. And I kept on going without even knowing how much your love really means. Now I'm messed up in Mexico, living on refried dreams.
Like, men will leave and men will do this, but if it's you, like, it has been a pretty, like, new concept that, like,
I don't want to be famous. I want to be paid.
You can have a voice. So I appreciate you sharing that, because it is in some way inspirational to just know, like, you have these incredible children, you had a healthy marriage at one point, and then it's like, and then it's time to move on, and that's okay.
It is okay. It is okay, and it's like not what you want, and it's not when you get married, it's not what you hope for, but it's okay if it's not the right thing anymore, you know? And for me, it really then became about, is it possible to stay a family with this person that I really love? And I wanted to minimize the impact on our children, which of course they're impacted, and divorce is terrible, and I know it was really hard on them, but I wanted it to
Yes, we have Amazon in Oklahoma.
at least, like, I wanted to try to figure out a way that Chris and I could stay, like, real family.
Watertown Fall, down to my last time and coming apart at the seams.
I can imagine it's like any family feels it. Like,
Hi,
you're like trying to
refried dreams. Please like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Near in Mexico, sick as a dog. My head is Watertown Fall. And my last time.
Hold them with a lot of love and respect and cultivate.
I need an Amazon list. I have an Amazon list, but I forgot what it's called.
Wronged or angry or whatever it is, and so it became a.
You would like my Amazon wish list?
Remember all the ways in which, Chris was a blessing in my life, and like, there are just things about him that are so fantastic.
I don't work,
so
I'm
funny,
disabled.
So talented, and he's goofy, and we all laugh a lot, and so I tried to really focus on those things, and then also use the opportunity to focus on.
Yes, I just like singing. I'm not trying to be famous or anything, I just like singing.
Well, and what I could learn, and the ways in which I hurt him, and the ways, so it was a big. I think it's probably best said, like, I really milked the opportunity. I didn't, it's like a divorce sounds weird to say it's an opportunity, but I really wanted to learn as much as possible, and I wanted to grow as much as I possibly could out of it.
Yeah. I kind of feel like a theme today is just like knowing what's best for yourself. Yeah. And you played a vital role in starting the Me Too movement.
I'll make a new one.
You were very open about your experience. How did you decide to come forward and talk about everything?
It was scary because, I had grown up watching the women.
2 hearts beating, pounding out a message, steady and true. I have one, but I don't.
And I had never seen a model where a woman could speak out and there would be repercussions that were on the man and not on the woman. And so this was a story that, everybody, it was like the worst kept secret. Not that Harvey Weinstein was raping people, but, that he was sort of crossing boundaries and trying stuff on, and we all kind of knew that was happening, and, like, my story had happened to 10 of my friends, but when I had learned the full extent of what he had done through my cooperation with the New York Times and talking to Jody and Megan, who are 2 incredible women, incredible investigative journalists, I just thought, this has got to stop. And I felt like if maybe there was a chance it could impact the workplace for my daughter and her friends, like I felt really obligated to say something.
Call Her Daddy is brought to you by Airbnb. Okay, Daddy Gang, you know I love a good party. But when my girl group chat asked me what I wanted to do for my birthday this year, I knew exactly what I needed. Last year I was like, let's rage our faces off. And this year I'm like, let's have just like some cozy quality time. Let's relax. And so we found a weekend for a girls trip. And naturally our next step was Airbnb to find the perfect house for all of us to just unwind and be able to spend time together. And staying in a house with your friends, in my opinion, it completely changes the vibe of the whole trip and it makes it more special. You can get to know the neighborhood together. You can go find your favorite coffee shops. Second, I just love feeling like roommates living in the same city together. Like all
Thank
my friends
you.
don't live in the same place, so when we get to stay in a house, it
Okay,
makes
my
you
list
like
is called I'm Almost There.
Staying like locals also, I feel like helps you feel immersed wherever
101.
you are. And getting an Airbnb,
But I don't know how to share it.
not only explore a new city, but have a new space in that city. I love that Airbnb has something for everyone because my friends and I, there's a lot of different things that we're looking for when it comes to finding the right home, right? Some people want a big kitchen to cook in. Not me. Don't even care if there's a kitchen. Others want proximity to the beach, and then others want to make sure that they can bring their dogs and it's dog friendly. Do you know what I mean? Also, I want a hot tub. Love a hot tub. We have had so much fun going through Airbnb's guest favorites and sending each other ideas of homes. Like, do you want a cozy cottage with a porch? Do you want this luxe apartment with a disco ball? We did see one with that. Do you want to stay in like this crazy place that kind of like looks like a tree house? Regardless, our group chat was popping off with everyone.
My list is I'm Almost There 101.
That truly fits everyone's, and I was like, I'm booking it, girls. So
Hunted Coyotes, did you get that? I'm Almost There 101.
Fireplace, and I also know the wine conversations that on that couch in those pajamas are going to be unmatched, and we'll probably make it here on a solo episode of Call Her Daddy. So whatever your travel priorities are, they can be taken care of with an Airbnb. Do you want a big kitchen, a gym, somewhere you can bring your dog? Airbnb, it's my favorite way to travel, hands down.
I appreciate also just how open you are about your experiences and kind of speaking about like, you know, raising children now in this new era as like women that can have a voice. Like, how do you talk to, I guess, both of your kids about like dating and sex and relationships? I mean, I think you have to tread lightly and let them come to you. I remember my kids both went to this fantastic elementary school here in Los
Did you get
Angeles
that?
once we moved from London. And they taught them sex ed in 6th grade, which, yeah, like, okay, but I really was not prepared for the information that they came up with. I will never forget Apple and her best friend Emily sitting at our kitchen nightstand in shock, like color ran their face. They taught them
Thank you for liking my singing.
everything. Anything you're thinking. They taught like theoretical, what? And what are they saying to you? Like, mom, they're like, you don't do this. They're like, you know, one day you'll know what is called daddy level. Exactly. Well, that's what I was going to say. Then you took over. So I didn't have to tell her anything.
Did you get it?
decades. And I'm so happy when I see it changing generation and apples like in this sort of weird with not pleasure and I'm happy to see that always been happening.
You're so right. The shame comes from obviously the women. It's never been celebrated to like pleasure yourself, hear about like men or boys when younger. It's like, oh, you just touch yourself. Oh, girl. It's like, stop doing that. Like, it's wrong. Just do it secretly. So now I love that I agree. Like, it's cute and fun and clean and not scary and fake and too large. Like, I'm like, bigger than my size. So no, I really appreciate that you have what you've done because now I have green, purple, blue, and I use it all the time. I have a separate account, but I have it all. Okay, Glennon, what is the craziest thing you've done? No, I've been famous for so long that like, you know, I think one time back in the day, I did it in an airport bathroom on an overnight flight to Paris. Would you drop me? It wasn't anything. It's amazing. No, I like I walked in here like, oh, that was I'm like, no, no, that's great. Okay, so you're famous for your having sex with normal men. Yeah, you're a woman with normal men.
Hello.
Normal guys though, I like not.
Did you get the Amazon wish list?
Well, I mean, you know, do you know, like, I miss the whole dating aspect and all of that. I totally miss that. Like, one normal guy I dated when I was famous was, you know, friends with my friends. Or, you started a wellness brand, but you did this before it was cool. Like, you started a wellness brand. How did you come up with that? Well, I think kind of circling back to where we started, by the time I had Outlook, I felt like I really needed a break from acting. I had worked like nonstop for years and years and years. Run, run, run.
Just put I'm almost there
I had her
101. Or look for Sharon Turrobiartes.
one of these moments in life, and you know, we had like a really crazy birth. It was very traumatic, and I kind of at some point passed out after having a seizure. Anyway, I woke up and I opened my eyes,
Is it working now?
shiny blue eyes, right at it, and I was like, this is it. This is it. And Drew Barrymore actually said this to me the best, where she said she was with her daughter all the time. She had the same thing, and then she said to all of the
No. How do I share it?
but that's how I felt. And like I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna, I don't believe this baby. I don't know if I can work. It was left to me. I was in a position where I could take some time off. So many women have given up. And in Scandinavia they do it. Places like that. We are not good at that. So it's very fortunate. And the longer I did work, the more I started to call the question like, wait, was I too young? Because I really loved it? Was it like, and I gave myself the space to kind of contemplate if I wanted to go back on. I ended up not doing a movie for like 3 years with my son. And then I went back to going to do like smaller parts and Iron Man and stuff like that. But actually network started again season 3, like we were in my last starring role together. And then I did something which I think really encouraged women to do, which is at some point stop and say like, am I where, am I narcissistic? Am I doing what I love? Am I spending my life feeling fulfilled? And am I brave enough to give myself permission to do something that I want to? And I knew that if I started a company, I
It's I'm almost there 101. That's the list. Or my name, Sharon Turrobiartes. It's on there.
I just sending content out. And it stayed like that for probably 5 years until I had the guts to start to think around conversation and what I would do.
It's amazing to hear you also say it because I agree with you. Like when you said Jane Fonda as we're talking about Jane Fonda,
Yeah.
and like it's so crazy that as you're trying to put something together that had never been done, your first reaction, even though like you knew you wanted to do it, we immediately think like, oh my god, everyone's gonna shit on me. Like they want me to just be an actress. Like just
No,
stay in
it's
your
not.
lane.
And don't even ask
And
me
it's
stuff
so
like that.
detrimental because that's so not the only thing that you are talented with and that also that you're interested in. And so I love this story because it shows full circle of you putting into action an idea you had and then obviously creating something so much bigger that also is so helpful to so many women, including myself. What is one Goop product that you wish you had in your 20s that now you're suggesting to Apple and her friends, like, you need this?
This is real because when I was in my 20s, I lay in the sun with baby oil on my face. I never used sunscreen. Believe me, I'm paying that price now. Thank you. I'll give you my surgeons.
Please.
Please give me.
But actually, please.
So I wish that I had taken greater care of my skin earlier. And what's so great now is that we've come so far with product development, and because clean beauty is a huge thing for me. Like, obviously that's why, one of the main reasons we started Goop. I was appalled at the levels of toxicity in beauty products that are largely unregulated. We put all over our skin. They're transdermally absorbed. They mess with our endocrine systems. They're like real toxicity levels and a lot of stuff that we think is safe, and that just drives me crazy.
Yeah.
So I saw a real white space, to create these products, and anyway, like for the women out there now, like look, I would recommend. I mean, we have this new eye cream that's coming out right now that's so incredible, and it's like packed full of vitamin C, and it's got caffeine and niacinamide, and it works so well, and it's very preventative as well. So I can use it for my crow's feet and my dark circles, and Apple can use it preventatively.
I love it. I need it.
We brought you one.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You recently also launched the Goop Sex Instagram channel.
Yes.
What's a conversation that you're looking forward to having on that page?
Well, again, like, just to sort of traverse back over what we were saying, it's so important.
You'll need to put
for
that in.
women to have places that they can, resources, and like that's why what you do.
Sharon Turrobiartes is what you need to put in to search for my list.
Creating a space where women can explore these questions and these feelings and like the normalization. It's really beautiful, and I'm so glad that you do what you do. And we really felt like, there's more to explore here in terms of questions people have, products, etc. So we thought we'd make a dedicated.
You'll need to put in my first and last name to find the list.
I'm like, wow, what is this?
I love that. One of my last questions is, I was just thinking about this for a second. Like, what do you think is a misconception about you?
Oh, I think there are probably a few. I think like maybe not as much anymore, but I think like there was a misconception like that me and Goop, that we together were like wacky or, like dealing in pseudoscience, which is such bullshit. And like we're actually so rigorous around like what we're talking about, and sometimes we talk about really cutting edge things, but we really label the content as that. So we're not saying this is fact, we're saying like this is an emerging theory or something. So I think that's a way to keep also the power of the brand down, right? So it's like if you're threatening the status quo, like people used to throw that at us a lot.
What about personally?
I think I can maybe come off or look quite cold, maybe, or like unapproachable, I've heard, but I think I'm really opposite to that. Like, I do think I'm so curious about people, and I think I'm warm, but
when you walked into my house, I was like, oh my gosh, hi. We like hugged, and I was like, I felt like a part of the family when Apple walked in. I'm like, oh, we're all going to hang. Like, I can dispel that rumor now. I have a gift for you.
really,
Well, it's kind of a, I really did it.
it's Brad Pitt.
No. I saw a comment you made. Okay, wait. I saw a comment you made on the internet,
Okay.
and I wanted to gift you this.
What did I say? Oh my god. I always, me and my internet comments.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is so good. I hope you got one for Apple, too.
Oh my god, I should love it. I saw your comment on Haley Davis.
This is so good. I'm going to wear this loud and proud.
I truly love it. No, Gwenna, thank you so much for coming on. This was truly so fun. It wasn't too aggressive, right?
Not at all.
You had a good time.
I'll check in with her and see what Apple has to say about it.
Apple, we're gonna walk in, it's like this. No, seriously, thank you for coming on. This was so fun.
Thank you so much. That was really fun.
So fun. I was just dying laughing. You were comedy.
Something in medicine wasn't 100% accurate. Shocker, I know. We now know that these types of autoantibodies, and more specifically, these types of antibody tests, can find autoantibodies against stuff that live in the goo, not just the nucleus. Okay, so what does cytoplasmic pattern mean? Well, depending on how specific your lab is going to be, it can be associated with hepatitis, hepatitis C, lupus, myositis, or mean nothing at all. So what do we make of all of this? I know that this has been a lot of technical and biological information. I know. But the key point I wanted to try to
Hello, guys.
of the ANA test is still
Good morning. How are y'all?
more refined. But these changes and insights are not brought into the clinic overnight. It would be lovely if this test result could be as black and white as the ink and paper is printed on, and give us definitive answers to the what is wrong with me questions. The ANA test simply can't. It's a test we use to guide us and point us in a direction, but next steps will always mean asking more questions and running more tests. So think, when you had your ANA tested, was it reported as a single number or as a titer and pattern? If it was reported as a single number or simply a positive or negative, do your symptoms warrant repeating the test, but this time using the immunofluorescence technique to get a more specific result? Now, when interpreting ANA results, context is everything. To help your doc have more information, come with the answers to the following questions. What have your symptoms been for the 3 months prior to your ANA test? I want you to rank them in order of frequency, starting with your daily symptoms and ending with your every blue moon symptoms. Did you get diagnosed with any other medical condition 3 months prior to your testing? Did you start any new medications or supplements?
Where's everybody from?
All right, folks.
And what time is it where you're from?
ANA patterns. If you really want to go down a rabbit hole and be inundated with specific antibodies and possible associations, you can check out ANApatterns.org, but be warned. Your doc, even your rheumatologist, may not be up to speed on the details of all 29 patterns, as this is all new nomenclature, and details and associations are still being worked out. So the dsDNA, or double-stranded DNA, is an antibody that is commonly checked either.
In healthcare, data can create a sea of chaos with endless records and reports.
3:40 a.m.
We help you bridge the gap between data and decisions. Through AI-driven analytics and insights.
It's 3:40 a.m.
Years of industry expertise. We empower you to clearly move forward with confidence.
So, I told the girl, I said, well, do me a favor, put the money in the bag. Hey, excuse me. You on your phone? Yeah, oh man, I show.
I'm so sorry.
You do not have to apologize. Like, I love this game. I play Royal Kingdom, and let's be clear, I'm playing the game uninterrupted, people. That's right, no ads talking about buy this now.
I hate ads, bro. I hate them.
Tell you what else you hate, chewing food, sir. Okay? The best part is I don't need Wi-Fi. I don't need it. I'm not searching for a signal while I'm trying to get to a new level.
What level you on?
At the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, 120.
No, I'm not tired. How are you, Cynthia Castaneda? Castaneda. I'm okay, thank you for asking. Where are you from? California. I'm from Oklahoma. What part of California? Oh, I never heard of that part. I'm from Oklahoma. Yep. I'm from Oklahoma. Yeah. Have you ever been to Oklahoma before? I've never been to California. Ever. I'm not political. It don't bother me.
What am I going to do for the next 5 hours? Bring the new puzzle game, Royal Kingdom. It's the perfect way to pass time while both friends. If there's no Wi-Fi, the game's not going to work. How bad? Royal Kingdom doesn't need Wi-Fi, does it? No. Should be cool. Sure it is, but I will pass on.
She said I do, and she signed I don't. What does everyone do for a living here? I'm disabled. But I am an upcoming YouTuber. I've been throwing down a whiskey. I oughta get my money back. Someone said it drowns a memory. Oh, but it ain't doing jack. I've been sipping, I've been through it, shooting doubles like it's nothing, nothing makes you go away. I need something you prove, something stronger than I'm used to. I've been pulling 90 to 100, feel like nothing's gonna cut it, that's the hard truth. I need something you prove. Oh, I need something you prove. I've been pulling 90 to 100, feel like nothing's gonna cut it, that's the hard truth. I need something you prove. I need something you prove. Oh, but I must be doing something wrong. I've been working hard to fade your memories, baby, but the only thing faded is me. On I'm used to. I've been pulling 90 to 100, feel like nothing's gonna cut it, that's the hard truth. Oh, I need something you prove. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get off of here until later on. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please feel free to go to my Amazon wish list. I'm gonna put it on my community posts. And I'd really appreciate anybody who wants to send me anything from my gift registry or my Amazon wish list, I mean. So yeah. So peace, love, and all of the above, guys. Love y'all.